Okay, I just wanted to make a quick video telling how I removed the white logo from a DW black resonant bass drum head. I recently bought a used PDP CX drum set from probably the mid 2000s, and as is somewhat common, someone had put a DW head on the front of the kit. It seems to me like people sometimes try to make it appear as if they're playing a DW kit when in fact they're playing a PDP kit, which I think is kind of silly. But it's a good it's a good ported bass drum head. So I wanted to use the head, but I didn't really like the fact that it had the big DW logo on it. And I thought it'd be a little hypocritical of me to leave it on there, since I've always kind of chuckled at, when I've seen other people do the same thing. So I wanted to use the head, but I wanted to remove the logo from it first. And so I'd seen a few videos where people had recommended using a Goof Off. It's like a product that comes in a can. It's like a graffiti paint remover or something to that effect. But I really didn't want to spend any extra money. I didn't have a need to buy something like that just for this one little project. So I thought, well, if there's something around the house I could use that wouldn't cost anything extra, then that would be better. So I've used nail polish remover in the past to remove like silk screened print from like little metallic, little metal like microphone connectors and different stuff like that. Stuff that has that's maybe metal or plastic that has something silk screened on it. And that seemed to work okay. So I thought I would try it on this bass drum head, and it worked. It took a little effort, but I thought I would show you the end result. I didn't record it while I was actually working on it, but I wanted to show you the end result here. So here's the drum in its case, because I'm getting ready to go on a gig. So you can see the white DW print at the bottom there. It's the head made by Remo USA. But so right up here at the top, which is the standard location, you had the big DW drums logo up here. So basically what I used is this stuff right here. It's non-acetone nail polish remover. This is just some stuff that my wife had. And again, I think this is the same stuff I used before to remove the print from the, from the other, silk screen products that had silk screening on them. So anyway, I started out I use these these are like these blue shop towels basically. So I started out, I would just fold up a towel, hold it in my hand, and then I would kind of like pour, some of the nail polish remover on. I also was wearing plastic gloves. So I'd pour some nail polish remover on, and I would just go to town scrubbing on it. And at first I didn't think it was going to work, and I kept scrubbing, and eventually a portion of it started fading. And so, but it's still, most of it wasn't coming off, but a small part of it was. And so I thought, okay, this will work if I just stick with it. So something else that I did is I cut a piece of this blue paper towel. I cut it just big enough to fit over the silk screening, because I didn't want to just pour it on there directly, because I was afraid it would run off of the head and get on the hoop and all this kind of stuff. So what I did is I just cut a small square or rectangle of the paper towel. I laid it over the logo, and then I actually poured the nail polish remover over it until it was saturated basically. And I just let that sit for a few minutes, and then I probably gave it, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to try to let it work. And then I came back, and again I had gloves on, so I took that saturated paper towel, started scrubbing with it because it had the nail polish remover on it, and then it began to come off. It began to come off of there, and I just had to continue scrubbing. I had to change paper towels a couple of times. Also, I continued to like moisten or dampen the paper towel and continue just wiping away. And eventually the whole logo began to fade and just began to kind of start coming off. And you want to keep rubbing, because the paint or the ink or whatever it is that they use, it'll kind of start smearing. So you want to keep rubbing, and it seemed better if your paper towel or whatever you're using, you could use an old t-shirt or an old sock or whatever. It seems like it worked better if that was damp, either with some water or with the nail polish remover. So once the logo was pretty well off of there, I just took some water and a clean paper towel, and because I just wanted to remove as much of that since it's kind of harsh chemicals. So I wiped it down really well with that, and it shined up pretty good. I still intend to maybe clean the whole head with like some glass cleaner. I've read that that's good for these because they're so shiny, they're almost like glass. So anyway, I had seen some other folks who said they even tried the goof off on a DW head like this, and it didn't work. So I just wanted to share that this worked for me and show you, what the end result looks like here. And it worked out pretty well. So I hope that helps someone. If it helps you, then give me a thumbs up for a like, and also subscribe for more drum videos and other random useful information. Thanks. Bye.